Every morning, the moment you open your eyes, you enter the greatest battle of your life, the battle for your mind. What you think in those first minutes is not just a quiet whisper. It is a command, a decree, an invisible instruction. Your subconscious mind obeys without hesitation. The real question is, what are you planting the moment you wake up? Are they seeds of faith, power, and abundance? Or seeds of fear, doubt, and defeat? Napoleon Hill warned us long ago. Any thought repeated with emotion becomes a belief, and every belief becomes your destiny. If that is true, then what you repeat today doesn't just shape your morning, it shapes your entire life. That's why today, I want to give you something sacred. Not just affirmations, but 11 spiritual keys, carefully crafted to reprogram your mind, ignite your faith, and align your entire being with the divine plan that is already written for you. It doesn't matter where you're standing today. It doesn't matter what stopped you yesterday. If you repeat these declarations with conviction, you are announcing to the universe, I am the creator of my destiny, not the victim of my circumstances. So listen with your soul. Breathe deeply. Prepare yourself, because what you repeat today might become the beginning of a completely new version of you. And remember this, Napoleon Inspires is not a channel for spectators. It is a sanctuary for destiny builders, a place for people who understand that every word is a seed, every thought is a blueprint, and every action is a doorway toward what God has already prepared for you. Napoleon Hill devoted more than 25 years studying the most successful men of his time. He wasn't looking for cliches. He wasn't collecting empty slogans. He was searching for the invisible code, the hidden force that separated those who reached the top from those who spent their lives trapped in mediocrity. And what he found was simple, but overwhelmingly powerful. The mind is the beginning of all success, or all failure. Hill called this principle autosuggestion, and he explained it with a clarity that has survived for decades. The conscious mind is like a captain giving orders. The subconscious is the army that obeys, blindly, faithfully, without question. Every word you repeat, every idea you sustain, becomes a direct command to that inner army, and sooner or later, it manifests in your life. This is why affirmations are not meant to be repeated like a parrot, coldly, mechanically, without emotion. They must be felt. They must be believed. They must be lived, because the subconscious doesn't respond to what you say with doubt. It responds to what you declare with passion. And Hill said it best. What the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But pay attention. It is not enough to conceive it. Millions conceive dreams. Only a few believe in them deeply enough to plant them into their subconscious mind. Think of your mind as a fertile field. If you plant seeds of faith, abundance, and personal power, your life will be filled with the fruits of success. But if you plant seeds of fear, complaints, and doubt, you will harvest defeat. The soil does not choose. It simply grows whatever you sow. And here's the truth. You're already a sower. Every morning you are planting something. The only question is, are you planting consciously, or are you letting the weeds of your past grow unchecked? Today you will learn to plant with intention. Because when your voice becomes decree, your subconscious obeys, your faith ignites, and the universe aligns with your purpose. These 11 declarations are not entertainment. They are not background noise. They are not motivational wallpaper. They are a sacred ritual that reconnects you every morning with your purpose, your identity, and your creator. Don't mumble them. Don't whisper them. Declare them with emotion, with certainty, with faith. Say them the way a warrior declares victory before stepping onto the battlefield. Say them the way someone who has decided to rise, to grow, to conquer would say them. Because it's not the intensity of one day that changes your life. It's the consistency of speaking truth until your mind surrenders and accepts a new identity. So ask yourself, what would happen if for 30 straight days you repeated these declarations with total faith? The answer isn't theory. The answer will be your new reality. 1. I have a divine right to be prosperous, happy, and abundant. Let these words sink into your soul. This is not arrogance. This is not wishful thinking. This is not ego. It is your spiritual inheritance. You are not born to barely survive. You are not born to live chained to fear or scarcity. You are born with purpose, with infinite worth, with a divine blueprint bigger than anything you have struggled with. When you say this, you remind your mind that your life is not an accident. It is a design. Prosperity, happiness, abundance. They are not luxuries reserved for the few. They are your essence, your origin, your calling. Hill made it clear. Poverty is a state of mind. Those who think scarcity live scarcity. Those who claim their divine right open doors others don't even see. Close your eyes. Imagine a golden river flowing toward you. Every drop of that river is abundance, joy, fulfillment. You do not force it. You allow it. Ask yourself, what would change if I lived today as someone who truly believes I deserve the best? 2. Everything I need is already within me. How many times have you waited for permission, approval, resources, validation? But the truth is, you were ready long before you realized it. God never places a dream in your heart without planting the seed to fulfill it. This declaration breaks the illusion that you need something outside yourself. To begin, it reminds you that your power does not come from the world. It comes from within. Hill said, "The man who knows what he wants has already traveled half the distance." Say this every morning and watch how your mind stops begging for opportunities and begins creating them. Ask yourself, what decision have I been postponing because I forgot who I am? 3. I am in perfect harmony with the energy of God and the universe. You have never been alone. You only forgot the connection. Hill taught that a mind aligned with a higher power is unstoppable. Picture a cosmic tapestry, every thread glowing with light. You are one of those threads, connected, guided, supported. When you repeat this, your soul returns to center. Your decisions become illuminated. Your path becomes clear. Ask yourself, what will my life look like if I walked every day knowing I am guided? 4. Today I act with discipline, courage, and focus. Faith without action is just fantasy. Hill said it clearly. Knowledge becomes power only when organized into action. Discipline is doing what you must, even when you don't feel like it. Courage is advancing, even when your heart shakes. Focus is knowing what matters and refusing to be distracted. Ask yourself, what action have I delayed that could change my life today? 5. My thoughts create my reality. I choose to think big. Your external life is the echo of your internal thoughts. Think small, and your life becomes small. Think big, and your life expands. Thinking big is not arrogance. It is active faith. Ask yourself, are my dreams shaped by my fears or by my faith? 6. I am destined for greatness. Greatness lives in me. You are not created to be average. You are not placed here by accident. You came with purpose, with calling, with a mission. Greatness is not ego. Greatness is integrity. Greatness is purpose in action. Ask yourself, am I living like someone destined for greatness or just someone trying to survive? 7. Each day, my faith is stronger than my fear. Fear is the shadow. Faith is the light. The moment you turn on the light, the shadow disappears. You're not denying fear. You're dethroning it. Ask yourself, what would I do today if my faith truly led the way? 8. God walks with me, and nothing can stop the divine plan for my life. Imagine walking through darkness, and suddenly a hand grips yours. Warm, strong, steady. That is the reality of this phrase. If God walks with you, who or what can stand against you? Ask yourself, how many battles did I lose simply because I forgot that I was never walking alone? 9. Every habit I build is an investment in my inevitable success. Success is not luck. Success is structure. Success is repetition. Habits are the invisible currency of destiny. Hill said, self-discipline is the bridge between desire and achievement. Ask yourself, what small habit can I plant today that my future self will thank me for? 10. I am an open channel for wealth, and the right opportunities flow to me like rivers of gold. Wealth is not rare. Wealth is abundant. Wealth is energy. You don't chase abundance. You open to it. Ask yourself, am I an open channel or a closed dam locked by fear? 11. I am called to leave a legacy, and each day I step firmly toward my eternal destiny. You didn't come to Earth by accident. You didn't come here to blend in. You came with a mission, a calling only you can fulfill. Every step counts. Every choice matters. Every moment is part of your legacy. Ask yourself, am I moving toward my destiny or walking in circles? Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Repeat these declarations, not as wishes, but as decrees. Let them brand themselves into your subconscious, because what you just repeated is not poetry. It is creation. You're not a spectator of life. You are a destiny builder. Your words are commands. Your faith is fuel. Your actions are wings. Speak as a creator. Live as a creator. Walk as a creator. Because what God has written for you cannot be undone. Your destiny is not coming. It is unfolding. Every morning you repeat these declarations. You walk toward it with certainty, purpose, and divine fire. Before you leave, listen to this with your heart. You didn't stay until the end of this message by accident. Most people clicked away. Most people chose distraction. Most people chose the same version of themselves they've been living with for years. But you didn't. You stayed. You listened. You felt something awakening inside you. And that means only one thing. You are ready. Ready to rise. Ready to shed the old version of yourself. Ready to claim the life that has been calling your name. If this message spoke to your spirit, if something inside you said, "This is my time," then don't walk away unchanged. Hit subscribe right now. Not for me, for you. Subscribe as a declaration that you refuse to shrink. You refuse to settle. You refuse to let life happen to you. Subscribe as a commitment to your vision, your faith, your greatness, your destiny. Because here, in Napoleon Inspires, every video is a key. Every message is a weapon. Every word is a spark that will awaken the giant inside you. If you're ready to think bigger, to believe deeper, to walk with God at your side, and to become the most powerful version of yourself, then click subscribe and step into the journey. You were born to live. This isn't motivation. This is transformation. This is purpose. This is destiny. Welcome to the family. Welcome to your new beginning. Welcome to Napoleon Inspires.